Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing well, of course. Now, Libra, we're going to find out what Spirit wants you to know, starting with the most important to the least. And this is for Libra in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so Libra, ooh, you got the diamond. Yes. Okay, so Libra, get ready because you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Now, let's get a little bit more about this diamond here. I do get earth sign coming through, Libra, so take that how it resonates for you. Don't worry if you don't care. All right, let's see what this is. Oh my goodness, Libra. Okay, oh my gosh. Yes, reaping what you have sown. You have done some tremendous work here. And, you know, I'm not talking about your occupation or your profession, if you resonate with that. I'm mostly talking about the inner work that you have done, you know, through maybe some time now. And so this is like reaping what you have sown. And with the Justice card, just keep things in balance, Libra, because this is also you showing up in your own reading, which I see a card of empowerment here. Okay, especially when we get the diamond and the Justice, you know, there may be something promising here too when it comes to contracts, commitments. Ooh, Libra. Okay. Okay. It's like, you know, getting paid for all of the things that I feel that you've been under pressure about. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. See, this is all about you receiving what you deserve. Libra, something is up ahead here. Now, there may be someone too, Libra, that may have strong Libra placements in their own chart that you could be meeting, engaging with, or, you know, exchanging this precious gift. But your job is to, you know, persevere here, to not give up. Don't give up on your responsibilities, your duties here. Now, it doesn't mean that you overwork yourself. In fact, it may be time to take a rest, especially if you've been feeling exhausted. But something you've been, you know, having to put up with has not gone in vain. So we've got the 9 of Wands. This is fire sign coming through. Now with that Justice, you know, there may be something here where you have to stay on guard, but not in a sense where it's exhausting either. And so it just may mean that you've got to persevere just a little bit longer, right? Because I feel that you're doing something when it comes to balancing some type of karmic situation, all right? And I feel that those 9 of Wands is like a border for you, or I wouldn't say like a border, but like a protective wall here, okay? Let's see a little bit more about this 9 of Wands and why, you know, we're needing to persevere here other than getting that gift. Yeah, you're coming to some type of final conclusion or a final reward, like a final outcome to something here. Wow, yes you are. Persevere. Okay. Ooh, Libra, you have been feeling under pressure. Now, for some of you Libras, take this if it resonates, I feel that you may have been hiding this actually from people. You know, having to deal with, you know, a sense of reckoning here. And that's not to challenge you, right? Because it's just about having or waking up to something, because yes, there may have been something that has gone on here where we just can't put up with it any longer. And so we're feeling this wake up call. Also, you know, Libra, for a lot of you, take it if it resonates. Something about, you know, your life purpose, your life calling, you know, life purpose calling here. Receiving and giving a precious gift. I love that this Justice card has the scales balanced and the sword upright here. So there's some type of clarity, some truth here. There may even be apologies, but you know, either way, we're doing something to make amends of the past so that our future can be bright like this diamond here. So this might be a time too, Libra, that you're waking up to new choices or being really in tune with, you know, cause and effect in one's own life, right? How when we do something or make a choice, what's the result from that? But this is a time where don't hesitate to make the right decision. In fact, I feel like you have been gaining the information that you need to make those wise decisions and keep continuing to do it. Because I feel that there's not only you hearing this important, maybe sacred calling, but other souls, you know, that are hearing it with you. And they may be on your path too. You know, that's what this Justice card can signify, is having like these new doors open. All right, so don't give up, you know, because this sense of reckoning, it can really feel exhausting. It really can, you know, and we've had it. And I feel that you're getting to a point where you are or have realized what you're done with. Let's continue and see what else. But you're being rewarded for this. This is a karmic return, big time for you. There may even be something that was building up in a past life here. A karmic return. There's the Empress. This is a card of abundance, but this is also a card of a motherly figure too. So take that how it resonates for you. There may be, you know, health and healing with that, or with a mother figure, or the lack of, but most importantly, a spirit is saying you're right in your place. And okay, oh my goodness, Libra, I just can't even believe this either. You know, the Empress is also associated with Taurus and Libra. I mean, wow. There's something about you really persevering and feeling powerful on the other side, but not only that, greatly rewarded here. Now take this if it resonates, because when it comes to maybe a divine partnership, you know, you might find that suitor of your life here. But isn't this so fitting for the Empress to give and receive a diamond? Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is about, you know, feeling abundant, honoring abundance, and knowing that you're worthy of abundance first, especially if you are maybe just waking up to that for some of you, that you're worthy of this abundance or the abundance that wants to be bestowed on you. Okay, I like this. Now I know that the Judgment card can bring some, you know, challenges just because, you know, we've had some type of maybe rude awakening, but this is what it's turning into. You know, the Judgment is also known as the Phoenix Rising, the Resurrection card. And this is exactly what you've resurrected yourself to be, a brilliant diamond. Let's just say a rare diamond. How about that? Let's see, what else? Yeah, things are coming together. Things are really looking good. Now, don't give up, because there may be something here where you're not, maybe most likely you're not seeing on the surface level, you know, the abundance that maybe you feel that you're worth. But there's some good news when it comes to maybe creating something reliable or having a good reputation, having something of quality here. You know, there may be something about having, you know, some type of structure being built for you. And that's not going to resonate for all of you, but like, just for example, maybe something about home building here. But something is coming together with the Three of Pentacles, another card that's indicating abundance and being recognized here for something. Okay, so others may be also waking up and recognizing something important about you or what you're doing here. There may be a time where we are not only giving and receiving a precious gift, which can be knowledge, things being passed down. You know, I'm getting something here too. There's a strong like mother energy, or a mother, like the divine mother coming through, okay, on the other side here. And it's like getting knowledge passed down from your ancestors here. So be in this place of learning, right? Because I feel that you already are. Something is solidifying for you. Something is coming together. We have teamwork here. We have collaboration. But most importantly, we have rewards here. Something is being recognized within you. Others are noticing something about you too, Libra. This is really your time or your season to shine because of this Judgment card. The Resurrection. Let's see what else. I feel like we should get these. Oh, okay, this is really strong. Libra. Okay, something wants to come out with this Ace of Swords here too, Libra. Okay, look at this. Another set of scales. Well, I guess this is second scale, the set of scales, because I was just thinking, oh, the Empress was a part of, you know, your energy too. But anyhow, woo, we're finding out truths. We're knowing exactly what we need to concentrate on. We know we're having some type of victory when it comes to giving and receiving. My goodness. Okay. Wow, Libra, this is just coming out so clear, this reading. Giving and receiving a precious gift. We have air sign and earth sign. Now, there was something that wants to come out with that Ace of Swords here. And notice the crown on the Empress, crown on the Ace of Swords, being crowned with respect. I just don't see how honor and respect don't come to you now or in the near future here. You may have, some of you may have not received the honor or respect you deserved in the past. Maybe for some of you, you may resonate with this. Maybe all of the past efforts you felt were going unnoticed, undervalued, or not being underpaid maybe, but it's all catching up now. It's all catching up. Oh, it is. It's catching up, Libra. Let's get more with the Ace of Swords. So, unsettled times. This is the Nine of Wands and the Judgment. This is where we are in our power of making choices. So with the Ace of Swords, Spirit is letting you know to not let obstacles get in the way, because there will be some type of breakthrough or, you know, clarity with what we have to either communicate, sign, or focus on, okay? And also, you know, be willing to either be the receiver or the giver, okay? Especially for those Libras, maybe, you know, right now, maybe if you're feeling depleted, you've got to learn how to receive without feeling guilty. That's part of this judgment too, because you know you're worthy of receiving. If we feel like guilty for receiving, right? So try to practice, for those that resonate with that, without, you know, practice receiving compliments and gifts without feeling guilty or saying no. Because that's part of this whole thing about feeling worthy for all of these good things. But yes, there's, you know, some type of challenge or obstacle, but Spirit is saying don't let this obstacle stop you at all. And I feel you've already gone through this unsettling time. I was going to mention with that Judgment card, it was a feeling of like going through, you know, some type of crises here. But you're turning it around by learning and discovering something really important about it. Let's see what else. I also see that we're I also see we're taking the Ace of Swords, Libra, and cutting out something here when it comes to really, you know, again, with the justice, doing things that's fair and right for you and all involved. But like, you know, there's something about you cutting away some type of negative energy. I feel that either you're cutting something where you felt breadcrumbed by or in, or you felt that greedy energy, you know, just keep wanting to take. And this is where you have all this control. There may be something about divine chaos with you too, as you know, because there was something with Virgo about a divine chaos here, in a good way though, so don't let that throw you off. You're completing a mission. This is interesting. You're completing a mission, some type of mission. I feel a lot of you will resonate with this. You know, whether it's a mission that maybe you felt you know, and how, let's just say a cause, like you felt like you were destined for, you know, doing something with a great cause here, or for a great cause, big or small, it doesn't matter. And some of you, it's like past life, you know, like you're fulfilling some type of past mission from a past life. So, you know, take what resonates. This is what you're cutting away. You're cutting away negative family members or friends here, or just moving away and not focusing on them at all, and focusing on this Ace of Swords, which is also the sunrise, creative new ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Now, this is what I'm getting, Libra. This is what I'm getting. Guess what? This is where it's gonna get challenging. I know, because when you have this new start, it may most likely for a lot of you cause a stirring of unsettledness within family and friends. Or should we say faux friends for some of you? I mean, take what resonates. Even family members can be faux. So, you know, that's where I was talking about don't let that obstacle, then getting riled up or conflicted by your journey, don't let that stop you. You're destined for something luxurious here. And when I say luxurious, I'm just saying a place of feeling generous, inside and out, Libra. Now, there may be possibly, not all of you, but there may be a fresh new start too when it comes to repairing and mending discord among friends and family. But it's going to be through a period after, you know, we've had some time to distance our challenges, our triggers, our emotions, our have to be rights out of the way for reflection. But let's not stop doing you, Libra, even if family and friends don't like what you've done to improve yourself, okay? Or what you're not willing to put up with any longer. What else? There's a period of ill health, depression. Okay, that's not, okay. 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior here. I'm like, there's like something about stop giving something away or giving too much. I feel there's something about not giving too much away here. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about this fly and what you need to know. You know, I feel like this fly is almost like a parasite to me. It might as well be a mosquito or something. It's like, more, give me more, you know? It's like, watch out for that energy. That's where you're taking this big sword. And maybe it's communicating clearly, but we're just, it's like knock it off, you know? Anyhow, let's get more with the fly. Period of ill health and depression. I don't like that, but you know, let's just see. Because I see healthiness here, so. What's important for Libra to know? Oh, I got my cards backwards. Yeah, okay, well, the fact, look at this. And I think that's actually a good thing that it's backwards, and the Eight of Swords was backwards. These are both cards where we feel maybe controlled by circumstances, by whatever it is, a person, I mean, whatever, you know. But the fact that it came out in reverse is signifying a release of that, a time of freedom here. Now with the Four of Pentacles, we do have to be in charge of our health and well-being. So this is where you have to, if you haven't yet, and you may need to learn, for some of you, to put yourself first. You got to put yourself as priority here, because there's something about you not giving away too much of your mind, your tears, your emotions, I mean, whatever it is. Or maybe it is your money, resources here, where it's not appreciated, and you're gonna know. You're gonna know. Now the four, there's some things going on here, because it could be that we're just holding back too much. So you need to watch out, Libra, when we're too held, if we're trying to hold back our emotions and our mind too much, or our thoughts, it could cause like it's almost like a block in your energy field, but also in your physical vessel here. And Spirit is saying, take this if it resonates too. This might be a good time to not worry about what you can save and just start saving your money, okay? Or whatever it is. But the Four of Pentacles, we're having to really be careful with our health, our well-being, and also just your external, not only your internal resources, but your external resources here. So we can avoid a period of this ill health and depression, but this does come and go at times, But just take good care of yourself, Libra. There's no better chance, or time, I should say, than now, because justice this is now. Ace of Swords is now, Now where you haven't seen clearly, you will. Again, this is like getting freedom here. Look at that Ace of Swords. It's freeing you. Wherever we feel restricted, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whether it's financially, maybe it's a combination. What's the advice about this? What's the advice about this? I just feel that you need to stay away from some negative things, or people that take too much from you, if that makes sense, Libra. You know when they take too much, because it puts a lot of stress on you, or something's been too much for you. So let's get advice about that. We may need to have forgiveness too here, right? It's not good to harbor resentment. I know it can happen. Okay, this is really good, Libra. Oh my gosh, look at this. We're just talking about you feeling trapped, but that may be a good thing, because see, I was telling you about some type of divine chaos. Now, what I see is there may be a divine chaos that has to happen to break this energy up, because this is divine timing. This is divine justice. Look at this. You got the cobweb here. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Thank heaven for that. So even though something has been a little weird, your angels are telling you that this is protection from negative forces beyond your control. This is what Spirit wants you to keep this in your mind right now, to put your mind and your spirit at ease. Okay. What else? Also, there may be someone that for some reason can't get to you, and that's a divine protection, okay? My God, told you. Look at this. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. You will be giving or receiving, or you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. What you've sown is what you're sowing now. Yes, what you've done in the past too. Let's get more about your karma here. And, you know, other people too. Libra, this is divine order, divine justice as well. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Heaven has to take care of karma too. For someone or others. You just don't give up in the meantime here. Because there's going to be freedom here. I do feel that you would resonate with the last SOS reading too, if you haven't listened to that. And the link to that video is in the description. Can we get a little bit more information about the karma for Libra? You will reap what you have sown. See? Now this is it, Libra. You're reaping what you have sown. You're moving away from a very greedy, stubborn, rigid energy. You've moved beyond that. And someone needs to reap what they've sown. And look what they've sown. They've sown themselves into a trap. See that? That's like thread here. Sowing themselves mentally and materially in a trap. Because Spirit is wanting you to know you're ready to move on from some type of, I get like greedy or selfish too, you know, but it does say someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That doesn't mean you stop doing you though. What else? No wonder we're seeing so many, well, so many scales, I guess. Well, I don't know why I keep saying so many scales. There may even be another one, because there is another scales in this deck. But there is a sense of justice here. Even the Ace of Swords is considered a card of justice. Oh, you're just going to have more. Okay. Libra, just hang in there. A wish granted. Okay, a wish granted. This is why you're moving away from an extremely stubborn person or situation to get your wish fulfillment. What else? Oh, the Chariot. Nice. Yes, you're reaping what you've sown. Now, take this if it resonates. For those that may be owing on a vehicle of some type, you may even get the opportunity to pay that off. Get your debts cleared or get them more in balance. You know, get your finances in a good place here. There may even be a wish of getting some type of travel or a vehicle of your liking. But, you know, Libra, we were just talking about you're overcoming or don't allow, you know, an obstacle to stop you. And that's exactly what this Chariot is doing. It's giving you everything you need to remove obstacles, because when you're in the Chariot position, you're a force to be reckoned with. You may even attain levels of success in certain areas of your life that may seem unattainable for others. But there's something that Spirit wants you to be confident about. That whatever you've been feeling stuck by, it really has been protection. Spirit knows when there's negative forces and people at play that are trying to be greedy. Remember what I was saying? More, give me more. And it's almost like they're, you know, fake. Like fake people, okay, like, you know, this kind of looks like maybe, you know, maybe people that don't have, you know, the means, even by, like, have a house, like homeless people or whatever. But, you know, there are a lot of people that, you know, fake that too. But I'm just giving you that as an example. I'm not just saying that, but there's, you know, something like, give me more, because they know that Libra will give them more. So maybe finances, for example, finances had to take a little squeeze here so heaven can help you not give them where they doesn't deserve. Until we get something straight and right here and in order, then we can open up the faucet of abundance here, okay? But don't you worry is what Spirit is saying. You've given all that you can to a situation. Some of you, you've given too much, and Spirit wants you to know that this person is not going to change, right? They're stuck in their ways, and that's okay. But you might find a new direction or new victories in life, but you will attain something really important, and Spirit doesn't want you to be thrown off guard, and to know that there will be some challenges, but it's almost like it's a speed bump, a little tiny speed bump compared to what you're on when you're on the Chariot. We have Cancer energy coming through. Oh, look at that. See, I was just talking about reconciliation. This is Judgment. We can take a breather. We can feel free. Reaping what you have sown. I would say for a lot of you Libras, if you felt like you've been doing a lot of work and I don't know, just not getting the results that you want, again, somehow that's a divine protection too. But what you're going to do is you think you've gone this time without getting what you really deserve. It's coming. It is. There's, you know, something has not gone unnoticed in the universe. So the universe has to bring things to balance too. If you've been doing all this stuff and not getting what you really deserve, some way, somehow, it has to show up in your life. So don't let yourself get into a place of worry, stress, tied down. Something is going to break you free. So don't discount brilliant ideas that maybe you come up with too, especially when it comes to handling your money, people, your boundaries, and not only knowing your boundaries, but enforcing your boundaries. Because it may require a lot of strength for that, but it's worth it. You're moving on and walking away from situations where people just want to keep taking from you. There's something so much better on the horizon too. So we're listening to our evolution. We know we are worthy and deserving of something better, and something just has run its course. What else? Nope, that is actually it. Okay, so Libra, before we end the reading, let's find out what is the next positive change you can expect and look forward to. The next positive change for Libra. Some type of partnership, seeing something come to fruition. And it did land on that reconciliation, so there may be some type of partnership of importance to you that can be reconciled. And also financial gains are more than likely here, so go ahead and start planning for the future in the long term. But what this is like, this is really talking about partnerships, goals coming together, finding the right situation, the right person here. And yeah, I'm just seeing something strong about travel, or we're just getting out of, you know, a situation that, yes, we were once comfortable in, but we're ready to explore more and to do more, to have more. And it's not about materialistic things, but just more experience. Got fire sign coming through with that Two of Wands. Let's see if Spirit will give us just a little bit of what's beyond that Two of Wands. And then we'll end the reading. Give us a little bit more about the Two of Wands. Yeah, look at that, a short journey. Yes, you're going to get some type of fulfillment There may be, again, like little travel. Look at the horse, and the chariot is usually got horses on there. So there may be something here with, you know, maybe horses and horseback riding. But anyhow, I know this is a major positive change. So it will be a short journey, because you're getting out of this uncomfortable feeling of feeling that lack, right? The lack and feeling like we have to cling on to something. No, you don't. Because you're going to have something better here when it comes to love, money, or goals. Now, the goals we may need to just kind of work on and have patience, okay? Because your will is really important, especially with that chariot here. So we've got to preserve our will, which means for the time being, you might not be able to feel determined so much until we start taking care of ourself here. And then we can gain the energy and the momentum to take action, because we're feeling strong, we're feeling empowered, okay? So I hope that this was helpful for you, Libra. Love and light. Take care.